Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of nothing new, you guys. I feel like that is the best way to go through my old makeup to get it used up. I feel like constantly buying new makeup all the time, I'm just forgetting about all the old stuff that I used to love so dearly. And I feel like most of these older products you guys probably still have in your collection. But yeah, I did try to do something a little bit more softer on the eyes. And the palette that I used for that was the Covergirl True Naked Roses, because I feel like a lot of people actually have had this palette and still have it. It's still a pretty popular palette, and I did do something a little bit more soft with it. If you guys end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If there's anything you want to see next, let me know. Yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of nothing new. I just feel like I'm so focused on buying all the new stuff, and I'm not really paying attention to the things that I do have. So I figured that would be something good to do. And most of these products, if not all of these products, you guys, are going to be drugstore products. So super affordable. And even if they're not at the drugstore, they're still very affordable products. So you guys, I do not have my brows on today, which is a total shocker. I know I usually start the video with them, but I'm going to take the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. It's in the shade Natural Brown. I think it's natural. Is it neutral or natural? Okay, this is in the shade Neutral Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and use the spoolie side just to brush through my brows, and I'm going to fill them in with the pencil side. And I don't know what has been up with me lately, you guys, but I have just been not feeling like myself, like whatsoever. I just feel like so down in the dumps. Man, I just don't know what it is. And I really just cannot seem to break it. And for those of you guys that have been here with me for a while, you guys know that when I first started my channel, or when I just first started doing like makeup period, I didn't ever use brow pencils. Like now, way back in the day, like 2015, 2014, I did. And then I just stuck to using just one powder, and that was the Wet n Wild brow powder. And I used that for years, you guys, and I just couldn't seem to stray away from it. But once I got out and adventured into different brow products, I realized that there are so many good ones. And I absolutely love doing my brows with a pencil. I just feel like it makes them look, I don't know, natural, and I can arch them really well with a pencil. I figured today, since I am doing something simple on the eyes, I'm going to start with the face first. So first, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 priming water. I'm just going to go ahead and spray some of this right in my hand, and then just rub it all over my face. Now this does have a really strong scent of rose. So if you don't like strong scented stuff, I'm not sure if you really like this, but I do really love how it feels in the face. And again, like it says, it's a 3-in-1 primer, so you can use it to prime your skin, and then you can also use it to set your skin. The next primer I'm going to take is the Catrice Prime and Fine. And this stuff has a really weird smell. It's not like a perfumey smell, but it's just like, I don't know, it's really strong. It's a really weird smell. So I'm just going to put this in my T-zone, and then with leftover product, I will spread it throughout my face. For foundation, I'm going to take the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Perfect Foundation. Mine is in the shade, let's see, Vanilla. So I've only used this a couple times, and the times that I did use it, I really didn't like it. I felt like it's so like dewy and airbrush that it like slid all over my face, but we're going to give it another go. So I'm going to do about that much for now, and then if I need more coverage, I will add some. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge just to blend that in. Probably better off using a brush, and I probably would have got more coverage, because a sponge just doesn't give me that good of coverage at all. So I am just going to add like another like drop to each side, just to give it a little bit more coverage, because I do still have a lot of spots on my face that I do want to cover. For concealer, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Ivory. This is a concealer that is really light, like super light, but I do love the finish of it. So now to a cream bronze, I'm going to take the Golden Rose Contour Palette. So now that you can't really find this at your local drugstore, but you can find it on Amazon, and you get 6 shades for $10, which I think is pretty affordable. So I'm just going to take this shade right here. Of course, it's one that I completely dug my finger into. And then I'm just going to take this foundation brush that I got on Amazon. It's like really small. And I'm just going to dab. I'm just going to kind of start just dabbing that where I would normally bronze or contour. So I'm just going to do it on my cheekbones, a little around my forehead, and then on my jawline. But I actually might save the powder bronzer for my jawline. And then I'm going to take this cream highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting stick. This is in the shade When the Nude Strikes. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. Just like a couple little dabs. So to set wherever I highlighted, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Translucent. And then to do that, I'm going to take the Real Techniques setting brush. Awesome, awesome brush for setting under the eyes and like around the nose and stuff. Ever since I got this brush, I just can't seem to stop using it because it's just the right size. Like some setting brushes can be a little bit too big for my liking. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Revlon ColorStay pressed powder in the shade Fair. I'm just going to powder this all over my face. And then to set that bronzer, I'm going to take the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This one is in the shade Sunlight. And I'm just going to go very light with this bronzer because it is really intense. So I'm going to be a little extra and add some contour. So I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour and Highlight Palette. I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm literally just going to put this right under the bronzer. And then I'm going to take this small angled flat brush and I'm going to contour my nose. So I just do it right here a little bit down the sides. And I'm going to kind of drag it up here right into my eye. So for blush today, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Apricot in the middle. I have been loving this stuff, you guys. It is so natural. And I've even seen a Spanish girl use this on her cheeks. So I feel like it does work well for a lot of different skin tones. But I just really, really love how subtle it is. And you guys, I actually got this apricot in the middle blush at the Dollar Tree. It was like a limited time around Christmas. So I picked up like 3 of them just to have backups because for $1, you would pay almost $3 just for one. Alright guys, so now onto the fun part, eyes. This is always my favorite part. I'm going to take the L.A Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Bisque. I'm just going to put a little bit on each eye just to prime the lids. You guys, I've seen a lot of people rave about this concealer. Now, I really, really do like it for priming the lids, but I wore this under my eyes and I went to New York City. And I felt like after like 3 or 4 hours, it broke up and it looked so bad. So after that, I kind of stopped wearing it, but I really do like it for priming the eyes. But like, again, everybody is different. This might work really well under the eyes for some people, but for me, it just doesn't work well. But it is like a really thick consistency, so it does hide all the veins on my lid. Take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light. I'm just going to use that to set my lids. Now, I really don't like the Wet n Wild powder for setting my lids. I do like it for under my eyes, but I do not like it for setting my lids. I feel like it just, I don't know, it leaves like a weird cast. I don't know, I just don't like it. So the palette that I really want to play around today is the CoverGirl True Naked Roses. Because I feel like this is just a subtle, natural, everyday eyeshadow palette. So I'm first going to go ahead and grab the shade right here. So the third one over. Let's see, so I'm going to take this Morphe M441 brush. It's a nice big blending brush. I'm just going to start blending this right through my crease. Now from the pan, these shadows look so buttery. And they are buttery on the eyes, just not as buttery as they look in the pan. And never mind, I can't really say that because I haven't used it in forever. So I'm going to have to give it another try. Let's go ahead and move on with the next shade. So I'm going to take this matte shade right here. I'm actually going to use that same brush and let's see how it applies. I might go in with something a little bit smaller and I'm going to keep this more into my crease. So I'm going to go back in with the first matte shade and just blend everything out. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab this shade in the center. I'm going to start packing this all over my lid. The more I build up, the better it does look, but I'm having to build it up quite a bit. I don't know, you guys, even though I want to keep it a little more natural, I think I'm going to spray my brush And spraying the brush makes it more vibrant and it helps with fallout. And I'm getting a ton of fallout right now. I'm going to go back in with that Wet n Wild 3-in-1 priming water. And just spray my brush. We're going to see if this helps. Okay, now it gives it more of like a foiled effect. So I really do like this, but I just feel like it needs more. So I'm going to grab this shade right here. I'm just going to start applying that in the outer V. I'm just going to take this packer brush by Wet n Wild. So I'm just going to softly just start packing that right here. Just because I feel like this look needs more. Then I'm also going to take that shade right into the crease. Okay, I feel like that gives it a little bit more depth. I don't know. I really don't like that palette. Honestly, you guys, I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, the shimmers are very kind of like buttery and stuff, but other than that, I just don't really like the mattes. So I'm going to take the second shade right here, and that's going to go on my inner corner and brow bone. I'm actually going to use a little applicator that they put in the thing just to see how it works. Okay, guys, that's not going to work at all. I'm just going to take a small brush. So when I put this on my inner corner, I actually like to loop it right up into the shadow. Alright, you guys, let me go ahead and get some false lashes on, and then I'll be right back. And the false lashes I'm going to be using are the e.l.f. Luxe Lash Kit. These are in the shade Winged and Polished. So they're just very, very natural, and they do go from smaller to longer, so they're very wispy. And I actually got these at Rite Aid for $1, which is crazy because Rite Aid is like super, super expensive. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, so lashes are on, and oh my God, these lashes are so freaking natural. Like, oh my God, like it doesn't even look like I have lashes on. They almost look like my real lashes. My real lashes are super duper short. But I'm going to take my NYX eyeliner pencil in the shade Black, and I'm just going to tightline my top waterline. So I'm going to go back down to the bottom waterline. I'm going to take that medium matte shade right there. I'm just going to start smudging this along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take some of this brown shade that we use. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. I'm just going to keep this a little more close to my lash line. I'm going to go back in with that NYX eyeliner pencil and get my waterline. And I'm just going to go back in with that smudging brush and just make sure that it's all nice and smudged. And then for lash, I'm going to take the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. For those of you guys that watch my videos, you guys know that this will always be one of my favorite mascaras. Hands down, it is the best, and it's only $5. So I did go ahead and add some mascara to the top false lash too, just because they were looking a little bit flat. Then my lip pencil, today I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Pale Pink. So for lipstick, I'm going to take this one by Milani. This is in the shade Tenderness. This isn't like too brown. For setting spray, I'm going to take this one by Hard Candy. This is the Sheer Envy Matte Setting Spray. Let's go ahead and test the spritzer out on this. Oh yeah, that's like being shot in the face. Oh my gosh. That left my face soaked. I do not like setting sprays like that. Like, can't they just fix the spritzers? Like, I don't want to be shot in the face. I want it to set my face. Like, I want it to be like super smooth and just flowy. All right, guys, here we go. Now that we're all nice and fixed up, here is the finished look. I will give you a close-up. So what did you guys think about this look? Do you guys like when I do the full face of nothing new? I feel like there's a lot more people out there in the world that have older products rather than newer products. The only reason why I have so much new stuff, you guys, is because I go shopping all the time for my channel. Other than that, if there's anything you guys want to see next, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys like videos like this, please give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that is supporting me through this journey. I couldn't thank you guys enough. And to Holly Drewer, congratulations, girl, you were the winner of the last giveaway. And if you guys didn't win, do not be discouraged. There can only be one winner, you guys, and I think there was like 58 people that got entered into the drawing. So only one person out of 58 can win. So if you didn't win, don't be discouraged. There will be more giveaways in the future. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support and for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.